the Altra Timp 4. Take 2.
So I picked up the shoe about a year ago, and if you saw my first review, soft, pretty safe, I suppose. It's not, yeah, not that exciting, but not at all disappointing. You've probably seen that I wasn't really that bothered by it. I wasn't really that positive. It was a shoe that I sort of felt a bit meh. It was okay, but that was mainly because I guess I was kind of in love with the Altra Mont Blanc, which had a really nice bouncy midsole, or I was going more the Lone Peak's way, which is more minimal and just sort of low to the ground. And so I just kind of felt that the Timp didn't really have a place. Plus, it was very different from the Timp 3, sorry, and Timp 2. Different, good, spacious, wide, but different, bad. It just, for me, it just didn't have the same connect. But that said, in the last week or two, my love for the shoe has been reignited, and I actually have bought another pair. I was so impressed with the run I did last week. I thought, whoa, and I'll explain why, but I was so impressed with the shoe, with the feel, that it enticed me to buy another colour, another pair. So I did, which I have on now, in that sort of bright orangey, full orange colour. So I have to say, the biggest and the best thing that I love about the shoe, and it's a shoe, it's a word that gets thrown out there all the time, but comfort. It's the soft padded heel. It's just super comfortable. That 28 or 29 midsole, again, really soft, and it's just neutral. It's all bendy and twisty. It's not stiff, so it feels like there's a lot of just movement in the foot, so you still get that ground feel, but it is just like a really, especially that heel collar, and the tongue is all nice and padded. It's very, very comfortable. The material up front is quite coarse, but you don't notice that. But it's just that whole fit. And in regards to the fit, and this is the other good thing, there's just no issues with that fit. Once you get the laces locked down, they stayed locked down, and it's comfortable. You see, the thing is, and I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot here, but with the Mont Blanc, especially the new edition, actually, for some reason I've just recently got, I'm actually having a few troubles with getting the laces cinched down enough without getting that pain on the top of my foot. So I think I might have to buy some of those paddings like I did before. And then with the Lone Peak, which I've also been using loads, super comfortable upper, but with that 25mm, if you're on the road quite a lot, it's a bit tricky at times. So this is where the Timp comes in. You see, and that takes me nicely to the next point, and actually this is the point that I also really can't stress enough, because it really works really well as a road to trail shoe. I was basically looking to buy a new road shoe. I haven't bought a road shoe for ages, mainly because I can't seem to justify in my head to buy a new road shoe when I don't do much running on the road. Plus I've got thousands of old trail shoes that I could use. So when I put the Timp 4 on to sort of do some road stuff and trail stuff, and it worked really well, I realized, hang on, this is the perfect suit, because the tread, that Max Trek Outer, isn't that grippy, so it does have negatives, isn't that grippy, but it's perfect for anything like this sort of dry, dusty, easy stuff, or some grass or whatever it is. But super wet mud, you're going to be slipping all over the place. But when you have to go from road to trail to road to trail, I imagine this is the sort of shoe that the Outroad could have been or would have been. I haven't gone down that road for some reason. I'm not trusting that one just yet. So that's why I'm finding the Timp 4 just the perfect fit for that great road to trail transition shoe. And having that extra millimeters against the Lone Peak, which is obviously the Lone Peak's 25, that gives you more confidence to go far, and if you do have to do a lot of road, you can tackle that easily. But it's still neutral. It's still, your foot can still feel the ground nicely. You have a good connect. It doesn't take you away, and there's no artificial bounce back. You feel like you're still doing the work. Some people might not like that, but you see, in the Mont Blanc, I think it gives you a bit of a bounce, which is good fun. But I feel like there's just, the Timp has more ground feel than the Mont Blanc, that's for sure. It's more of a neutral feel, and definitely more comfortable. So I guess in one way, I'm slightly annoyed that I just had that really good shoe sitting there and I didn't do too much about it. It was just sat in my garage for about a year. But then on the flip side, I'm glad that I have found it, because I was looking for that shoe in between the Lone Peak and the Mont Blanc. The Olympus is a great shoe, but it's just, again, more like Mont Blanc-ish, plus it just carries too much weight with the tread, just a bit too weighty. But with the Timp, it is a shoe that Altra has designed perfectly to fit in between the Lone Peak and the Mont Blanc and the Olympus, let's say. So it works. I'm just surprised, a little bit annoyed that I didn't take enough time to begin with, but now pleased I did, so, you know, every cloud. Right, and that's it. There we have it. So there we have basically another review on the Timp 4 a year later when everything has settled down. So hope that helps. It's a good shoe, it's a fun shoe, it's a simple shoe, basic but very, very comfortable. And I think most people should like it. You know, it's good to have in there. But as I said before, I will do another video very soon comparing all the Altras to where and why they fit into different situations, because they all have a little special place on the trails and also in my heart. Right, on that note, I leave you in the net. Tools, ow, there. Right, thanks for watching, hope that helps. Please click the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. If you have, thank you very much. I'll see you all very soon. Take care, bye.